Hey, I'm Jasmine Burton, aka Finesse Squire.
I'm Elizabeth Booker Houston, aka Booker Squared, and this is No Distractions, where we're cutting through the political BS. And today we're talking about
Black women's unemployment rate.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy right now. Since March of 2025, we have seen a 1.2% increase in the unemployment rate among Black women in America.
That brings us to 6.3%, and the national unemployment rate is only 4.2%. So we're about 2 points higher than that, which is absolutely absurd, considering Black women are out there getting degrees. What are you talking about? We got a BA, MBA, JD, PhD, you name the degree, we're getting it. We're out there trying to get jobs, and we're unemployed.
I think it's because these white mediocre dudes have a PhD, which is a player-hating degree, and it's because they really hate that Black women are actually being the most educated out here.
Yes.
And working very hard in our fields, and we're seeing this as a direct correlation to the attacks on DEI.
I just felt that a little bit too much in my spirit.
So we've seen that this administration has said that diversity, equity, and inclusion is a terrible thing. They're trying to paint it as something that is against meritocracy when we know that it's actually something that is equitable. We are finding that Black women are not getting the meritocracy that we deserve. We are being overlooked because of our race, because of our gender, because of our skin color, right? That's what they're doing. And so DEI has actually put us in places where we have belonged the entire time. But this administration has targeted DEI within the federal workforce, but also in the private sector. So we've seen companies like Target step back on DEI.
But Black women have been affected under this administration in a multitude of ways. Over 200,000 Black women have lost their jobs due to Doge cuts because it's cutting fraud, waste, and abuse, when in reality, it's actually hurting Black women in insurmountable numbers and amounts. It's sick.
Yeah, and they even came out with the DEI watch list, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
So they came out with these DEI watch lists, which included a lot of Black women who worked in diversity, equity, and inclusion programs within the federal government, but also Black women who just donated to the Harris campaign or supported Democrats, anybody that they deemed to be anti-Trump. That's what they went after. And they posted these Black women's faces, names, salaries, to the point that a lot of Black women have had to leave. I mean, they said even 2 Black women on the websites have had to leave the country for their safety. And the crazy thing is they purposely targeted Black women who had private accounts or were not public. And you know, as y'all know, I recently left the federal workforce, right, after almost a decade working with HHS in different capacities, and I left the FDA. And I was never once on any of those DEI watch lists because they were trying to bully people. They weren't actually trying to go after people who were loudly against Trump, because baby, look, if Trump has no haters, I am dead, okay? And I have been very public about this. And they never put me on those websites because they know that I am going to be loud about it and they can't shut me up. So they were really just trying to harass Black women.
I'm just cracking up because really, imagine if they try to bully you. Imagine that.
Imagine that. Imagine trying to bully the person who bullies the bullies. You can't do that. That's who I am. But again, they come after Black women over and over again when we know that we are extremely qualified. Remember when they came after Michelle Obama? That had me laughing. I remember all of the racists who hated Obama were like, she's just glad to be in the White House because she wants that $400,000 a year salary. Michelle Obama was an intellectual property attorney, okay, who also graduated from Harvard Law along with her husband, but she was an IP attorney at the 5th largest firm in the world.
And that's the issue with the right. They continually try to pit DEI against meritocracy when the two things actually go hand in hand. It's not about putting these Black women or people in general in these positions that they don't deserve. It's about putting them in the positions that they do deserve. It's about accessibility. It's about fairness. It's about equity. It's about all of these things that our country is supposed to be founded on.
Yeah, but they can't have fairness and equity because how else will the mediocre white men succeed? Right. They can't.
You think a Black woman is stealing your job. It's actually a legacy lacrosse player that's a white man.
With a micro penis.
Liz.
I saw the South Park episode. I saw it.